Hey everybody, Bitter Buffalo here. Today I'm going to use the alias Squeaky Pete since this is a window cleaning video. I came inside this afternoon, was going to cut some squeegee rubber up for some jobs I got coming up this week, and I thought I'd do a little video while I got my toolkit out. Thought maybe some of you guys might get a kick out of it, might be useful, might be handy. Maybe some of you all already use one, I don't know, but here it is. This is my carry-all toolkit. Pretty much everything I bring, in the wagon on a window cleaning job, full of just like backup tools. Everything I might need as far as my tool belt or extra stuff, whatnot. It just helps keep me organized because I like to be organized and know where all my little doodads and whatnots and gadgets and tools and all that kind of stuff is. So let me open it up and we'll take a look inside. And this thing I got at Lowe's, it's made by Stack-On, apparently. I think it was like $20, not very expensive, and I found it to be very, very good for just keeping all my stuff organized. I can just grab this kit, walk out the door, fill up my, of course, my detergent bucket, my wash bucket, and I'm good to go. So let's start with the top here. It's got a removable top lid, as you can see, which is pretty handy. And what do I got in there? Well, I got various channels. There's a 10-inch, I got a 12-inch, I got an 8-inch, I got a 5-inch, I've got a 10, 12, 8, anyway. I got all the squeegee channels from sizes 5 all the way up to 14 will fit actually in this tray right here, which is pretty cool. Keeps them all in one place and the rubber doesn't get damaged or anything. So what else do I got? I got a track brush. Got to have one of these. These things are awesome for getting into like all your double hung, single hung windows, casements, that type of thing. This will get all the ladybugs and crumbs and spider webs and dead spiders and all that good stuff out of there. That's pretty cool. I've also got my regular 1-inch scraper. Usually goes in my Boab. I just keep it in here so I know where it is, and I'm actually missing a lid to that and need to change the blade, so I'll note that. I also have a Unger Pro Trim 4-inch. Rarely use this. It's I don't know. It's sometimes I'll throw it like in my residential bucket when I'm going inside, just so I don't have to break out like the 6-inch scraper. But I don't know. It fits in there, so I take it. Some blades for the 4-inch. I've got my ever popular paint can key. These are great for popping screens and whatnot. Really versatile little tool to have. A little tiny screwdriver, flathead I use for various needs, so on and so forth. I've also got my blades in here. These are all 6-inch blades. I've got some JBF Triumphs, some Ettore stainless, some Ettore carbon, all 6-inch. They fit in there real nice. I've even got, pop that out of there, I've even got room for a backup blade holder. This is for the Triumph, I believe. I've got some 1-inch blades in here, a few packs of those. I've got some clips. If any of you guys are still using clips, I like them on my Slayer channels. They work great. What else do I got? Oh, one of these tiny cheapo little pocket razors. They're alright. I think it spends more of its life right there than anywhere else. So that's pretty much like the top lid, and of course it's removable. You can move that to get to bigger stuff that you might have inside. Let me mention right now that this kit is pretty much set up like fully loaded. This is just a lot of stuff that I would bring, so I kind of have a little bit of everything, but it's also a lot of the stuff that I use, on all my weekly jobs or big residential jobs, or just kind of keeps all my stuff organized so I know where it is. I can just grab it and go without having to go out to my shop and grab everything individually. I've got a bench brush, good for wiping sills out, knocking down cobwebs, that kind of thing. It's pretty handy. It fits in there. I've got the wagtail angle arm. Great little addition to any window cleaner's arsenal. I love this thing. It's great. Squeegee goes on the end right there. You can put it on a pole there. I've got a rubber band so I can put a detail towel on it. So for some of those windows that are just out of reach, you can put a detail rag on it and just finish them off, and handy to have. I've used it a bunch. What else do I got in there? I've got my my 6-inch scraper, you know, my Triumph. I'll leave in there. Sometimes this goes on the belt, sometimes this goes, you know, in my resi bucket. It just kind of depends on the situation, but again, I know it's in here, so I've always got it when I need it. What's this? I got the Ettore backflip. Rarely do I do pull work. Sometimes I do. Summertime, yeah, a little more common, just because of the heat and the fact that, you know, the windows dry out pretty dang quick. But you know, the backflip, there's plenty of reviews on these on YouTube. They're cool. They're great. This is a 14-incher that I've modified to fit the wide body Slayer channels, and I love it. You know, it's handy from time to time when I need it. Moving on, I've got a couple of my handles. I just keep these in there just so I know where they are. These are both Ettore Contour Pro Plus, modified with a little bit of tennis racket tape, just because I like that beefier feel. Feels pretty good. These are those really sweet, you know, 0 degree with a spring actuation and the tension adjustment. They're quick release, and they're pretty, I mean, I love them. These are my handles of choice for sure. So I carry both of those in there. Rarely do I use two, but sometimes, you never know. What else do I got? Got my little T-bar for like little cut-ups, tiny little windows. You know, sometimes I use this exclusively for like just inside. Yeah, this is this little 6-inch Pulex swivel T-bar with a I believe, what is this? I think that's a Pulex sleeve. It's a microfiber sleeve. Great water retention. Really like it. It folds up, fits in the box. So yeah, it's going to go in the box. I've got a backup sleeve in case I need one. I generally have one like on my T-bar, you know, that's going to be on my Boab. You know, never know. You might need one with a little more water retention. Sometimes I put the abrasive side one in there, you know, if I got some really grungy, dirty windows. But it fits, so I haul it. Also in here I've got the 16-inch. This is as big as you can get in this box. You can't get an 18 in there. As you can see, I kind of have to put it like on an angle a little bit like that to get it to work. But you know, if you're bringing bigger channels, I just throw them in like my backup bucket, or I'll leave them in the car, you know, get it loaded up on a handle if I need it. But this is a 16, and it will fit, you know, like I say, this way inside the box. So I've got pretty much 5 through 16 all in one container, which is real nice to have, you know, handy. And I can just put this like at the door, you know, if I'm doing a residential, or on the sidewalk if I'm doing commercial. Actually, probably I'll leave it in the car and just load up my belt with what I need. And then if I need something else, I'll run out to the car, access the box, and I'm good to go. What else do I got in there? I got the cleaning clamp. Don't use this too often. Sometimes it's handy if you got to put a rag in there, spray away it, finish, you know, do a little buffing, polishing here and there. It's just kind of handy to have. It fits, so I bring it. A couple backup detail rags that I put on that wagtail angle arm with the rubber band, just so I can use them from time to time. It's pretty handy. I've got a backup scrim. Gotta love the scrim. Keep one on my belt all the time. Keep another one in here just in case. You never know. I've got a couple magic erasers. Got the fancy one with Dawn in the middle. It's alright. I like the standard old school ones. They seem to work the best. Great for silicone. Great for like sticker residue. Great for everything. I mean, I've really found those things to be very helpful. I've got a few blue non-scratch scrubbies in case I need it for, like, say, tinted glass or something where I can't use a razor scraper. I'll break these out. A couple of the white 3M pads for like hard water stain removal, something like that. And, you know, I just got all that stuff in there. Just kind of not that I need it every day, but you know, it's good to have if I do. First aid kit is not first aid for me. I'm not going to open this up because everything will probably fall out. But I've got like backup brushes. I've got a pressure hose nozzle if I'm doing screens. I've actually got like a few rolls of rubber in there pre-cut. I think I've got like a 14, a 12, and an 8 of already cut rubber just back in there. Should I get a nick in the rubber or whatever, I need to swap it out. Got all that in there. What's down here? Oh, these are wrapped up in this towel. Here's the the mounting hardware for my ladder standoff. I just wrap it up in there, keep it in there, so I know I got it whenever I need the ladder and the ladder standoff. A couple little bottles here. Got everybody's favorite Dawn dish soap, good for suds. You know, little dabble do ya, as they say. Got one of those in there. This one, yellow one, is a little bit of Citrusol. This stuff is great for taking off like stickers and stuff. You know, if you got a window that's totally just covered with stickers, like a little spray of this, that stuff will just come right off. Be careful on tint. You don't want to use a whole bunch of that on tint. I haven't had any problems yet, but you never know. And then in here, of course, I got my GG4 in my 8-ounce floater bottle. I'm about empty because I'm trying to run through this so I can switch over to some Ecover lemon and aloe. Been hearing great things about it. Excited to give it a try. Actually, my wife washes dishes with this stuff, and I had no idea until I've been reading some forums and you know, sniffing around the internet that the Ecover it's some really kick butt glass cleaner. So I'm waiting to finish that out. Then this guy is going to get filled up with Ecover and go right back in the box. And lastly, I've got a Leatherman, you know, handy little pliers, screwdriver, flathead, scissors, you know, that kind of thing. Should you need it for screens, or, you know, you never know. You got to adjust your squeegee handle sometime and tension up some stuff and whatnot. But you know, it lives in there. It serves its purpose. Oh, and another little detail cone. This is just a wood tip threaded cone that I've wrapped a little microfiber on with a rubber band. I'll stick that on my pole, you know, if I'm too lazy to climb the ladder to you know, do some finish up, touch up detailing work on the edges. But yeah, that's a lot of stuff in this little box. Not to mention, you know, sometimes when you're cleaning windows, you're just like, you know, just a few inches. You can't quite reach the top of that tall window, you know, either to detail it or get that first starting stroke across. And man, you just pop the handle down on this thing, and there you go. You know, that's a good, like, oh, it's more than a foot. It's probably 14 inches maybe. What is it? Let me see here. Well, it's not 16. It's not 14. It's probably about 13 inches, give or take, in my guesstimation. But again, really, really handy. You know, you can just step up on that, get to the top without having to go get like a 4-foot step or something similar. Anyway, found this box made by Stack-On. I grabbed it at Lowe's. I decoed it with some of my stickers, all that kind of stuff, and it's been great. You know, like I say, one grab out of the shed, out of my workshop, and I've got pretty much everything I need aside from my regular 6-gallon bucket with my detergent, you know, water solution in it, and then I also have a residential bucket that I use when I go inside. That I'll probably get another video of that going. But anyway, for all my window cleaning brothers and sisters out there, hope you dig it. It sure has saved me a lot of confusion and time looking for stuff, and it's great to pack up, you know, at the end of the job, put all your stuff in there, close it up, lock it down, and, you know, throw it in your rig, and you're ready to go. So, Squeaky Pete, man, hope you guys enjoy. See ya.